Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Magic and Miracles, where you learn how to be the magician of your life. My name is Anna, and I'm your most favorite manifestation life energy coach under the sun. Reason why there's no such coaching program like my coaching program, because I've designed it myself during the last 9 years of being a coach, and no coach on planet Earth spends as much time with and on their clients like I do. True story. All the information from me is below. If you want to pre-book coaching, that's the only way to go to be in coaching with me. Or the packages that you would be looking for on my website are On the Go and Signature. Now, the Signature, I recommend 2 to 3 months in coaching with me. The On the Go is a new package with lesser sessions, but this is for somebody who's literally on the go and can benefit from coaching with me in that way. Now, because it's new, I don't yet have an estimate of how many months. However, this is for somebody either who wants to have a maintenance package, and I've been asked about this, and this is why I rolled it out, or to simply come into coaching because your schedule doesn't permit 3 sessions a week, which is what I do in the Signature package. Why do I prefer to do it 3 times per week? Because I'm a believer in doing it intensely, in shocking the system in a way that it doesn't expect. And so being intense about it really gives you a magical result. It really does. So when you're in this intense coaching with me for 3 months, which is what most people opt to have, sometimes it's 2, depending on the person. And listen, sometimes for some people, it ends up being 4 or 5, 6 months. But, by that time, it's a different schedule for us. So everybody's kind of individual. We can make arrangements after that as we go. But you do need to go through my coaching in order to understand everything I'm talking about, to learn how to manifest for real, not just talk, not just wishy-washy, not just technique and fucking affirmations that, I came into YouTube kind of liking the word affirmation. Now I really dislike it very much, but very much. It's not an affirmation, it's a declaration, like Ketvi very brilliantly put once upon a time in my life. None of this bullshit crap. Really manifest. What it is your energy. Okay, so mainly this is why I call myself Life Energy Coach. Now, reminder for everybody, today at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a live. Okay, this is an opportunity for you, especially if you're a newcomer. And by the way, parenthesis here, comment below who's been on my channel the longest, or how long have you been on my channel and a follower of Magic and Miracles. And most importantly, what have you derived out of what you've been listening to? Because I track everything. I know, what videos are being watched, etc. I'm very curious for some feedback this morning. And so this is for you an opportunity to ask questions. Now, don't make it a session of your own. I always ask to be mindful that there are other people. Okay, if you want a session, schedule it. This is also an option. For an hour, you can book me. And I can apply that amount towards the monthly. No problem doing that whatsoever, by the way. And I don't think any coach does that. Parenthesis here. In that hour, I will hear you out. I will basically give you the answer what the problem is. Because I always know. It's very rare. Like 99% of the time, I know exactly what we're going to work on. And I'll give you some guidance. Like even within that hour, you have the ability to get guidance from me that will be completely golden. Not for nothing, but true story. I channel, and I don't know, like sometimes I have these, like very often actually, almost every time I have these like out-of-body experiences during my session with a client. And by now I'm just convinced that this is completely channeled. And sometimes I re-listen to my own audios from my channel and I'm like, wow, I don't remember saying that. Like literally, who is this person? So I don't borrow from anybody. Yes, I've studied. Yes, I've learned. But the idea, I think, for every coach is to become a virtuoso. And how do you become virtuoso? You have a fucking point of view. In my coaching, it's a boot camp. Understand, this is not Disneyland. You really have to come prepared to work and understand this is for your own good, okay? You need to take back the reins of your life. If you're in a situation right now, okay, and parenthesis here, the live's title is Celebrate the Solution Now. So we're going to talk about how to create a solution to the problem that you're experiencing. Listen, everybody's got fucking problems. Now, the way that you handle it and how long it takes you to handle it, that's entirely optional. Living in misery and regret and blah, blah, and anger and resentment is entirely optional. If you know how to do it and if you're willing to do the work, you can do it. It's not exactly Disneyland. However, I have a lot of patience. And this is actually part of the reason why I became a coach. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this at all. Because I've been on the other side. I know how fucking difficult it is to see the light when you're in the darkness. But because I've been through the process myself, I can definitely explain to you how to do it. But the idea is you have to start taking responsibility of your life. Take inventory of the things in your life that have not worked and why. And this is what I do in coaching. But for you to start start creating solutions in your life, number one, you have to really reestablish who you are. And that's the Golden Buddha. This is kind of like a precursor of what we'll be discussing in life. And then really start deciding what the fuck you want to create. Okay. Now, of course, it sounds, simpler than done. And reason why is because most people live in the past. They're programmed to live in the past. My idea and my mission here, and for everybody, that comes into my coaching, is to abandon that past to create something completely different. Once you part with that person who used to believe that they're a victim, who used to believe that they're powerless versus like the golden fucking Buddha of the universe, like the only person that is worth talking about, what is your opinion? It should be, and your decision should be the question. Then the process begins. Okay, but to get to that, again, you need to part with the drama, trauma, panorama, as I call it. Now, parenthesis here really quick. The way that I talk, the way that I explain things is self-empowerment, is not narcissism. So a narcissist is a really evil-minded person who's out to hurt people. I've never heard a person in my fucking life, okay, not anybody. All that I did in cases where I had to literally defend myself in a legal case is speak the truth about that person. So I've never been out to hurt anybody. It usually starts with that person causing shenanigans. If you are that kind of person who specifically and voluntarily hurts people, you don't belong in my coaching. I am not advertising stepping over people and causing harm. What I am advertising is that your desire matters very much so. And that's the only desire that matters, because you need to be happy to conduct this life professionally, creatively, in a specific person case, in every department of your life, you need to conduct it to your own rules, not by other people's rules. Okay, that's the entire difference. So a couple of times people wandered into my coaching completely, thinking that I'm a narcissist and being narcissists themselves. And it was pretty apparent because actually they were the problem in the situation that they were describing me. So please don't misunderstand. I only want to coach people who are benevolently positioned. And if I discover this in my coaching that you're not, and then you're lying to me on top of it, I'll drop you, thank you for the money, and I'll drop you out of my coaching and off you go. That's just how I go. I have endless patience for people who really struggle, who really need the love and the attention and the guidance and the perseverance from me. I will fucking do, 1,000% on my side. But understand that you also you also have to come and, meet me halfway. And that's the only way I work. And again, I want to re-emphasize, I only work with benevolent people because the things that I teach are really fucking powerful. And I don't want to waste my time teaching somebody. By the way, it's not going to work. If you're evil, if you're one of these people who thinks, that you could get away with shit, you can't. Of course, you can hurt somebody or try to. But there are certain people that have like such a magnificent white karma, meaning like the good karma, that even if you try to do something, it'll blow back in your face so bad that you wish you never met that person. You wish you never done anything like that. So be mindful of this. The universe operates by very precise laws. Even if you're evilly minded, it ain't gonna work. You're gonna hurt yourself. So don't hurt yourself. I've done this work so many different ways with so many different people. 99% of them obviously benevolent. The only a couple that literally were narcissists came off of YouTube. I don't know why I was so naive that I wasn't going to attract some kind of a narcissist, but understand that I'm for empowering people who are really right now are struggling, don't have the confidence, and to boost their confidence and ability to believe that something else is possible. This is what I'm here to give to somebody who doesn't have it, because I remember myself what it's like to be on that side and to literally have no answers for yourself. And that's my inspiration, to do, this is why I do what I do. My main message on this channel and in my life is you don't need to hurt another. You don't need to get on over anybody in order to achieve every single desire in your life. You literally can live in bliss for the rest of your life, starting now, if you choose to. This is a reality that's available out there, and this is how you create magic. When you completely separate yourself from whatever you experienced in the past, and you understand that, things can come about, but it's the way that you deal with it from a higher kind of vantage point now, from understanding that you're a magician, and from the other point of view also, that none of this is actually real, none of this is actually that serious. It appears to be serious. However, if, again, you're benevolently positioned, there is unlimited power that you have, completely unlimited. So for those who right now maybe struggle with like anger, resentment, this and that, understand this energy is not yours. And this is exactly what you need to get rid of. But we'll talk about it more in live. So 3 p.m., please don't be late. I won't be. Bring your questions, and I can't wait to see everybody, read your chats rather. And again, if you need, just go ahead and need to book coaching, you can do that. All the links are below. Thank you very much. I'll see you in a little bit. Ciao, ciao.